sawn asunder, which means that they were cut into pieces.
All right.
And some scourged and captured, and some of the others. So we find, moreover, bound and imprisoned. So we found that there was a composite of things that many of the list of ones that we see that they've gone through.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that list, now, as we will read on, and I just read all of the verses, right? It says, of whom the world was not worthy, they wandered in deserts and in mountains, and in dens and caves of the earth. And these all, having obtained a good report through faith, received not the promise. God having provided some better thing for us, that they without us should not be made perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Now he says, now he uses the word now, wherefore, which is the key word. Wherefore, so that wherefore brings us into focus, gives us a suggestive view of what we should do. He says, wherefore.
All right.
So he said, wherefore seeing. Now he said, now go back. I want you to go back and talk to us today.
Yeah.
I want you to go back and look at these. And I want you to view what they went through. All of these things that they went through. And they have obtained a good report. Now, because of their report, now this gives them the opportunity to be witnesses to us today. Now, by being witnesses to us, so now while we are running the race, right, we now can see the what we go through is nothing in comparison to the witnesses that are standing there. Now the purpose that I want you to see is, right, notice what the witnesses are there for. They are there to encourage.
All right.
See, they are there to encourage us to keep on running. Now, in our running, we tend to want to stop and lay down. It says, but you can't lay down because, look, we've already run this race.
All right.
And we've already gone through what you don't have to do. You don't have to get discouraged from the whip. We've already got that done for you.
Hey.
You don't have to get your neck cut off anymore because we've already done that for you. You don't have to get put in jail for what you believe because we've already covered that area for you. So all of these areas that you don't now have to work through, we've already done that.
That's right.
See, now what you believe you get put in jail. Now you can even make up your own church nowadays. Nobody says anything.
Listen to that.
See, you can form your own religion now.
Yeah.
Well.
Nobody says anything.
Yeah.
See, so we find now that they have opened these doors for us now. So we don't have any real complaints why we can't give God some purpose.
Hey.
So now why can't we run the race? Because all of your hindrances are out of the way. No more jail time, out of the way.
Yeah.
No more getting your head cut off, moved out of the way. None of these things are in your way now. So he moves on to verse 1 and 2. And so notice what he does, verse 1 and 2. And he works us to that point that he said, wherefore seeing all of these things have been done.
Yeah.
Now, why can't we run the race? He says, now we are to what? Lay aside every weight. Now notice right now, he said, now weights that now we complain about that's so heavy.
Yeah.
That I can't run. And I want you to look back. Now I want you to go. Keep in mind. Look back over there to him and tell me about some weights.
Watch out, Doc.
We got these lightweight weights that so easily beset us.
Yeah.
It pulls us back. Stops us from running. And notice it brings in the Olympic runner. Paul goes to the writer here brings into the Olympic runner. Notice what they do. If you notice right, they would completely disrobe. They didn't have on anything. And so which meant right that they didn't want nothing to hold them back.
Yeah.
You know, when we run the race, we want to hold all our bags. And I bring this suggestion about my wife when we go on a trip.
Yeah.
My wife would take everything.
All right.
On a one-day trip.
Yeah.
You know, so missing, saying that just in case I need this, I got it.
Yeah.
But not giving the trust over to God who I'm running the race for that he will provide what I need along the race way.
Talk to it. Come on now.
See, I'm trying to, but you know what, every time we go, she always got a bunch of something she don't need, and she don't have nothing that she needs. So she'll always forget something testimony, right?
Right.
Because they know along the way they will be provided with the necessary amount of water or drink that they will keep on running. So they look at it in that sense. So as Christians, we need to be looking at that. Now, when we get to verse 2, in verse 2, here's how he closes it up. Now, notice what he does, verse 2.
What chapter is that? 12.
12.
Hebrews.
Yeah. So he does this, and in doing so, in our running, running sometimes can be useless. You know, you see a lot of folks run uselessly. They just be running. But when we have a goal and a destination, you have to have both. So you have to have a goal and a destination. So he says those that are looking for that winner's prize. But in this race, right, every finisher is a winner, not first place. Every runner that finishes the race gets the prize. So, you know, I mean, some of you remember, maybe we remember back to high school days and college, right? Those who participated in track like I did. Now, the idea was what? To be first. You get that blue ribbon. But now, in this race, right, the blue ribbon is finishing the race, not being first. Because some will run faster than others, but all that finish the race will get the prize. So when he says in verse 2, he says, looking to Jesus, so if you're going to run, you got to have your eyes focused on your destination.
Yes.
Because if you can't see your destination, right, you know you don't run good. But when you can see your destination, it helps you with your running. Because the more you see it, right, and the closer it becomes in view, and the clearer it gets, right, the better you are able to run. So as we get a better view of Jesus, right, notice how our Christian running can be. It can get better when I can see Jesus better. See, the more I understand Jesus, the more I know about Jesus, my running gets better. But when Jesus is really not clear to me, right, I don't run good. But the clearer I see my Jesus hanging on the cross, I run a little bit better. When I see Jesus, right, in that burial site, I run a little bit better. I even run better when I see that resurrection day, right? I run a little bit better. So once we get clear on our visibility of Jesus, and most people don't run good because they can't see Jesus good. But when they see Jesus clearly, guess what they do? They run better. And that's what it's also when he says right now.